You in 1992, Lawrence.
I know. I was into cycling then, and I know Inderijn, he won the Tour that year, and probably I was having holiday together with my mom and dad camping outdoors in France. But I've been in his house, to be honest, and I saw some posters, him on Velo News with a crazy bike. He took the World Championship title on, and it's a big man. And try his workout. I said it's not possible.
I say, hey, Lawrence, we're about 2 minutes away from starting the ride. I think you're going to be impressed. We're anticipating around 500 people joining you on Watopia today. So that's got to be a record for you.
Yeah, that's crazy because I've done a lot of group rides in December, and I think maximum was 40 people, maybe 45. It's not 10 times as much. I've never been in a big peloton like that, so we'll see.
All right. So
do I need to pull always? Or?
No, you know what? I think that there's going to be some people that will help you as well, but we're getting very, very close to our start. But I also wanted to thank Kelly Staley for joining us. She's with the Amgen Tour of California, and they're really excited. As you said, we'll trickle out some details a little bit today about the route announcement.
Really curious about the mountains, for example.
So Lawrence is wearing, your good friend Joao has a great company called Ingamba, and you're going to wear the Ingamba kit today? Yeah. All right.
We're going to drink beer and wine afterwards.
Have a great conversation. Yeah. They know how to have a good time, don't they? Yeah, no doubt about it. So you're living in Santa Cruz now. We're 1 minute away from start here. So you want to attack them now? Try to get a little bit of a head start?
I think I managed today. You know, I done a good training ride yesterday, and I feel the shape is there. So, but they can surprise me. They always some guys make me suffer sometimes on Zwift. So they can surprise.
So Lawrence moving over to new team this year, the Giant-Alpecin squad. It's certainly exciting times for you. We talked about the fact that you're living in California now, and I'm going to put it out there. We have a winner's jersey from last year's Amgen Tour of California signed by Peter himself. What are your thoughts on Peter?
He's an animal, huh?
Yeah, I'd say so. And he seems like a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. I know. I'm in Truckee. He will build that too before Tour of California or like Towle, and maybe we do some rides together. But I like the guy. He's a good guy.
All right, good. So we're just a few seconds from rolling out. But if you want to join in messaging, and actually we are going to roll out now. So if everybody wants to just go ahead and get things going. All right, let's go. We always say at the Amgen Tour of California, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the big term is Andiamo! And there you go. So Lawrence wearing that Ingamba jersey, the red and white jersey, and kind of a little, this is a bit like a start of a Tour of California stage, isn't it, guys?
We roll out easy.
So you guys are going the wrong way here.
I take it easy. I see. I had the head start. But,
so Lawrence, I hear from my sources that you like to get up in the morning and maybe ride on Zwift for up to an hour before you even have breakfast.
Normally, when I was in Holland and it's really cold outside and dark and a lot of rain and wind and stuff like that, I'll do the 7 a.m. morning rides. A lot of people from Australia actually joined me because there it's afternoon. Here in Pacific time it was 10 o'clock at night, so it was difficult. But it was really nice to do the morning workouts.
Hey, so out there, anyone who wants to ask Lawrence a question, we'll ask it or relay it for you. Just use hashtag AskLTD. That works out pretty well on Twitter. Exactly.
Do we go? Where do we go? Do we go? Oh, we do the
Lawrence. So it looks like more and more people are going to be joining us.
I will wait on them.
Yeah, maybe we'll slow down a little bit, huh?
Slow down, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Slow down. Yeah.
Have a drink. So what's the?
Because where are the 400 people?
Now all of a sudden it's like working out really well for you. We're down to 3 in the lead group now. So Lawrence, in your career, you finished in the top 10 at the Tour de France in the overall, at the Vuelta a España, a couple times at the Amgen Tour of California. Yeah, at any point, we'll get everything sorted out here.
Here they come.
And there is the group. All right.
The group. Okay.
That's how we slot right in.
Buffalo bikes too.
What an amazing experience Zwift is, isn't it?
It's nice. That's what normally I was always doing my morning rides because I used to do them at home just on a normal trainer or on a trainer, and I was always counting the minutes. And now with Zwift, it's like this. It's one snap, and I do the 1 hour in the morning, and I come always up Because I did it always in the basement, and I always come up smiley, so my wife is happy too.
Have you made any friends or met any people using Zwift or in messaging?
I'm really proud on Mr. Bart Salt. It's a Canadian guy. He could just follow, the first time he attempted a ride, he just could follow it for 1 kilometer or 1 mile. And then the last, because we always do a small race at the end, and then the last time he could win it. So he could, from lasting for maybe 3 minutes, he did the whole hour, and he win the bin sprint. So it was really nice.
Now that is cool. I mean, that's something that you can watch.
I was proud. He was 3 months in, and he did a really good job. So I was proud with him.
See, Lawrence, once again, this is what you get. You want to go ride with the World Tour Pro? Lawrence is at conversation pace right now, generating over 200 watts. Yeah, it's a rarefied air where you live. So we're in the old underwater tunnel place. This is where you like to attack. Here.
In the tunnel, yeah. Normally we go really fast in the tunnel.
Right after the octopus goes by. What's the largest group that you said 40, 50 guys?
So this is crazy. This is a nice peloton. It's good. It's really nice to see. Look, it's almost like the Tour of California peloton is maybe 120.
Let's talk
when
about that.
I'm too far back.
So it seems that the alarm bells start ringing though every time you move up, which is certainly a testament to the power of LTD. So once again, if anybody on Twitter wants to ask a question, we'd be happy to relay that to Lawrence for you. It's like a Korean rider. Ever flags that you don't recognize?
I remember also, first I thought it was an Italian guy, Mr. Franco, but it was Mexican. He's got a little thing in the flag. He was also a strong guy. Some strong guys on Zwift, to be honest.
When we were talking earlier about the Canyon SRAM team, and this is something that they're going to be using Zwift.
Cool,
isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
This is a technology when you started as a pro. What was your first year racing at the World Tour level, Lawrence? 7 years ago?
2008, I think.
2008.
Yeah. Oh, no, 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had told you that a World Tour team was using a technology like this to find riders, it would have been unimaginable.
No, right? It was unimaginable. It's really nice, and maybe it's also a nice idea for the men's peloton the upcoming years, and I think it's really motivating for the women to train and work out and get a chance on the highest level.
So when you compare riding in the Amgen Tour of California peloton to what you're doing right now, how much of the draft can you actually feel? Like what are the
you really
effects?
feel it. And I must admit that till a few weeks ago I was on the vintage bike because I thought it was just cool, you know? And then at the end I found out the carbon bike with the carbon wheels was a lot more easy. So I'm happy I found that out, so the morning rides got more easy for me.
So Lawrence, it really is an interesting time in your career, I have to think, is moving over to the United States and having a really unique opportunity with Giant-Alpecin to spend time over here. Are you going to be flying back to Europe to do some of the early season races like Paris-Nice?
Yeah, Paris-Nice will be my first race, so actually it's a little bit more late start than you would normally do. But I'm happy to train over here and maybe I can do some crits or some mountain bike racing.
Well, I'm sure the entire U.S. peloton will be really excited to see you lining up. So, all right, this is coming in from the land of Twitter.
Off-road.
All right, so
it's like a bear.
Whoa! All right, yeah. You had some stages like this along the way.
We did it also last year in the Amgen Tour.
Lawrence, they're asking on Twitter what your favorite kind of coffee is.
Favorite kind of coffee?
Yeah.
I like espresso macchiato. In Santa Cruz, I found a nice coffee place. They got a 1-on-1, so it's 1 espresso and 1 macchiato. So it's actually 2 cups. Actually, that's the best.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Have you raced in your career? These days in stage racing, you don't end up on gravel that much, do you?
No, I saw it. We're talking about Paris-Nice. We do one there. And in the Giro they do, so they got some, but it's not like every day we do that. But it's always nice to do. Last year, Tour of California, I liked it. It was really nice.
You know, earlier we were going by a sector there that looked a little bit like Pismo Beach. That was a crazy start that day on the pier.
Yeah.
You know, they were asking.
You know, I've been back there in October to show the family. I wanted to show them the pier, and they loved it.
It's really interesting, isn't it, when you go back to places where you've raced as a tourist or just as a regular citizen to see isn't it amazing the difference, like the being a part of the circus and then seeing where the circus was?
Yeah, it's really cool. I have a small black book always with me on the races, and once things are written in the book, I have to show the family. And Pismo Beach with a nice hotel over there was already 2 or 3 years in the book, so we really needed to go there. I showed them everything, and it was really nice. A nice community. Also, Sono Rio Obispo is nice. Actually, the area with the vineyards and everything is really cool.
Lauren's generating 272 watts right now. This your comfort zone?
It's getting a little bit out of it, but I need to pull, 2 guys attack.
There we go. I know, these are very, very active group out here. So another question coming in at the hashtag AskLTD. Lawrence, have you had a chance to work with Giant Bicycles in the design process yet of the machines that you're on?
No, you mean Giant
Helping
itself?
Design the bike itself?
No,
yeah.
so far not, but I will get my input during the year. So far I just switched teams, and I was last year I was on the Bianchi obvious, and I must say I'm really happy to be back on this bike. I did some good races with it already with Team Giant-Alpecin, and it's a really nice light climbing bike for me.
Do you get yourself set up with the full quiver, like a mountain bike and a cyclocross bike?
Still working on that, but normally by the end of this week I need to have my mountain bike, because I heard from several people in Santa Cruz you can really do good biking on the trail, so I need to go there.
I think some of the best in the world.
Yeah,
right there.
so
I'm
talk
going to
check that out.
Talk to me about the group that we're in. Bunch of strong guys around
Bunch
you
of
here,
strong
Lawrence.
guys. I think we dropped already 2
But
hours.
what's going on up the road?
Oh, there's even a Dutch guy, you know. It's
Yeah, the Dutch guy.
It's the middle of the night over there. But they also say it's not the relaxed pace, they say.
Not relaxed at all out here right now. This is a new experience for a lot of us, getting in a group this big out there.
It's really nice to be with a bunch of guys together who always all can ride, and that's why it's not a relaxed pace, because everybody is showing off. It's always the same.
It's just like a regular coffee shop ride, isn't it?
That's how the morning rides also. I always needed to shout, ho, ho, ho. Only last half lap we raced, because otherwise they would race me from the start. Oh, look.
Oh, man.
That's the same as you see when you're a good climber. When you see the hairpin.
Is that one of the perspectives that maybe those of us that aren't World Tour riders could never relate to, what it's like to look down the mountain and see the guys chasing you?
That's one of the best feelings. Like, you look,
This is not good! This is not good! Lawrence Tindam is going the wrong way now. As a matter of fact, looks like you're going to be joining Group 4 on the road. All right, good. So we're only like a minute back now.
Yeah, I need to come back into the...
This group is stoked, though. Anybody in that group is like, all right, we got Lawrence Tindam with us now. He's a big engine. We're all right.
That's nice. I need to pull, huh?
Hey, I think that everyone in that group should just look at you. It happens on the road in the races, right? Come on, you're the strong guy. You ride for Giant-Alpecin. Bring it back.
That's how it happened yesterday on the road too, you know. They were watching me, but no.
What are the biggest differences between racing in Europe and racing in America?
The roundabouts.
The roundabouts, the traffic furniture, and
yeah, it's perfect. It's like racing in the 80s in Europe, I think, before they invented the roundabout. It's really nice not to have, just to go straight on the on the crosses, and the roads are a little bit more wide, and it's more easy. It's more relaxed. That's where I am. I don't know, at the sprint.
Not good. I think you just scored like 278th in that sprint. Yeah. So maybe no green jersey yet for you. Hey, who was your cycling hero when you were a kid growing up? Was it a Dutch rider or
a Dutch rider? But also I started to watch the Tour de France in '89.
Okay, so was it Le Mans?
Yeah. So that year, the Dutch guy Gert-Jan Teunissen won the polka dot, Lamont won the yellow, and those two guys were my heroes. So
Yeah.
it's nice to. I spoke to Greg LeMond a little bit 2 years ago, I think, in after a mountain stage in the tour. It was nice to see your heroes,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a good guy, and so back then those were my heroes.
All right, I'm going to let you take a deep breath here because
yeah.
the road's starting to pitch up a little
I'm
bit,
going
isn't
to
it?
climb a little bit.
So we were talking about the Amgen Tour of California, and there's going to be some really exciting stages this year, but I think a lot of people looking at stage 3 this year.
Will be Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, that sounds okay to you,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds okay, yeah.
A mountaintop finish, I think, is always going to be okay with you.
Is it a uphill finish?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's really nice. I would love to ride good over there. You know, I'm willing to prepare for that race on altitude in California, and it's like a home race, like I said. It's
Well,
nice to have my kids watch Daddy race then sometimes.
Have they ever had a chance to see you race live yet?
Every morning he's standing next to me.
On Zwift, yeah.
But he didn't see me too much, no. So that's also really nice for me that he can go to Tour of Cali to watch me.
Now, I want you to put I have a friend who right now is riding somewhere in this group. His name is Riley Sheehan. He's a 15-year-old living in Boulder, Colorado. And we were talking about it. He's like, if I could just hang with Lawrence for 1 minute, it would be his dream. But the guys you're riding with right now, it's got to feel pretty good. I mean, this is legitimate. What you're doing is real. I mean, they really are putting out the watts that it hangs with World Tour Lawrence 10 times.
Yeah, look there. We go fast, I
except
think.
for a nature break.
Greg stopped. It was his old jersey.
No one calls for a nature break here, do they?
No. I remember first time I was on Zwift and I forgot to put on the van or something, and I went for 10 seconds off the bike, but you really have to chase.
All right, so here's a question that you might not want to answer. How do you control your diet and craving for sweets?
Just don't eat sweets, no.
That's pretty simple. So it's just a strict no policy?
Yeah, actually, once I'm focused, I don't eat too much sweets, no. Only during the rides. And
I heard Robbie McEwen during the Tour Down Under talking about putting chocolate into his musette bag. Do you ever do anything like that?
Oh, yeah. During the rides, it's allowed. I'm eating. I'm just burning, you know, so the engine is burning and it needs the fuel. And I know I'm craving for a Snickers sometimes.
What do you know
during my rides, and then I just buy one.
just have one. Yeah. There you go. I think Chris Horner said that was okay.
Yeah. Snickers or a cookie. That's why I like to be now 10 days. I almost never eat bars anymore. I always stop for coffee and the big cookies, you know. So,
perfect. So a lot of Americans, Lawrence, when they go to Holland or spend time in Europe, the thing that they really miss is Mexican food.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Are you a Mexican food guy?
I like to. I've made it myself a lot of times with the kids, you know, with the beans and avocado and everything, and the kids love it, and it's nice. But I don't know if it's real Mexican food from the US, because once I made it for the bike Paco, who's owning Bike and Ski in Truckee, the bike shop owner, and he said it's Dutch Max.
Dutch Max.
I said, it's still tasty, right? Yeah, it was still tasty.
That works.
So,
all right, so Lawrence, this is you right now wearing Ingamba. Isn't Zhao one of the greatest guys in the sport? He actually is your manager, correct?
He's managing me, yeah, he's a good guy. Look, they come with the van, that's good, huh?
Yeah, they don't.
Now, Joao is it's really nice, and actually first time
going to make making this left
first
turn
time I was in Chianti, back in 2010, and he came up with the idea of Ingamba ride that weekend, and I've been there every year since then, and it was really nice, and it's just nice to be there, and he's always taking care of me, the whole crew. Actually now I'm riding his car, and I rode to Mill Valley Saturday, and the rest of the crew was also there, and they took care of my bike, they cleaned the bike and everything, so it was just perfect.
All right, so it looks like you've got a nice little group with you right now, Lawrence. As a matter of fact, guys even pulling through, thank you very much.
Look, he's on the Buffalo bike with the zip wheel.
Have you had a chance to meet the good folks from World Bicycle Relief?
Yeah.
What a great job they do.
You know, I'm going to race for them this year.
Great.
It's a little premature what I'm telling you right now, but normally I'm going to do the Leadville race.
Great.
For mountain biking, just for the World Bicycle Relief Team.
You know, I know they will really, really appreciate your involvement, no doubt about it. So we're breaking all kinds of news here at Zwift headquarters today.
August we're heading to Colorado, to the Rockies, to race the mountain bike for 100 miles for the good cause. Yeah.
It's really an amazing event, talking about the Leadville Trail.
I never done it, but that's the thing what I said before. When I go here for 1 year, I want to do something like that, you know.
So this amazing technology, Zwift, Lawrence, if we go back before it existed, what kind of stuff would you watch when you were on your trainer? Would you watch old cycling videos?
Yeah, actually, yes. I got before YouTube, I got some guy who delivered me all the cycling videos. And after I was watching YouTube, I did all the Belgian documentaries about all the old races and
A Sunday in Hell is a great one, isn't it?
Sunday from Jürgen Lett. No, that's
Right,
Danish. Yeah, that's really cool. And
we should have a.
they arrive with the race with
they're asking you to just eat like Lawrence. I don't blame you. These guys are going hard out here. We should create a Lawrence Tendam Netflix queue so people can follow along with what interests you.
That would be cool. Jürgen Lett is cool, Sunday in Hell, but I also got some nice water carriers.
Right, stars and water carriers. That's the Giro d'Italia one. That's so good.
I saw all those movies, so it's really nice. Is it the front group again?
Yeah, well, we're getting close. You can see there's a few guys still up the road. It's kind of like an Amgen Tour of California stage. You can never quite bring it all back together.
Are we doing the hills the last lap or not?
See, and once again, I got to give it up. The Canadians have been very well represented out here. That is a country that's got Zwift written all over it, if you think about it. I mean, that's the kind of place where there's a lot of world-class
athletes. It's not like Long Beach.
It's not. All right, so going back through the tunnel here now. Good job out there, everyone. I look at this select group, and once again, if you want to send a message to Lawrence, we'll be happy to relay that.
Gonna roll.
It's all right, there you go.
I'm going too fast.
You blew the group up. You're right. Well, that's hard. I mean, you were talking about it earlier, and we had some other friends mentioning the fact that with Zwift, this isn't something just for pro athletes. It's a great place to get started in cycling. You can really get a feel for where you're at and watch yourself build.
Yeah.
And I think someone now you're going to.
They want me to turn around. Just turn around. I get the gruppetto.
You get the gruppetto. Make that cup piano. It's interesting, isn't it, how the different nationalities, Lawrence, approach the sport? How have you found the young Americans? How's their enthusiasm level over here?
The Americans like I remember I did last stage in Denver a few years ago. I think it was 2011 or I don't know where, but it was crazy. I remember maybe 100,000. It was maybe more people than Champs-Élysées.
In downtown Denver at the USA Pro Challenge,
But also, for example, I went to the San Jose Sharks game the other day, and the same day, you know, it's everywhere. So I really like the way they approach the fans. They approach the sport. I think it's the best fans in the world.
Well, I agree. I think that the knowledge level has come up so much here in the United States just during the time that you've been pro.
I think, the Amgen Tour did a lot.
Sure did.
For that. And
right. Well, I'm going to tap into your knowledge then. We got a big race coming up this weekend. You like a Dutchman maybe to win the Cyclocross World Championship?
Oh, yeah. We talked about it today in the office, and it's really
you a Vanderpool guy?
Yeah, but it's also really fun. It's the one cyclocross race I also want to see every year, because the Belgians are already bullocking each other for 1 week in the newspapers. And it's
like the Republican Party here in the United States. Yeah, they're at each other's throats. This definitely looks like it could be an Amgen Tour of California stage where you are right now with the. You guys are pretty big on the wind turbines over in Holland, aren't you?
Yeah, we big
Wind energy.
Yeah. Also a lot of controversial about it right now, but I think it's a nice form of energy. Hey, that's Mr. Botsalz. It's my friend.
Oh, your man.
Yeah,
He's back.
say hi to him. I got a wave.
I love the fact someone on Twitter the other day. Let's see if we can. Would you recognize his avatar, Lawrence?
Normally, but I think normally I used to be a yellow or in pink. Hey, sprinting.
This is him.
Yeah, that is him.
Yep.
So he's supposed to. That is him. Today he's in black. It's all in the black.
All right.
The black bear of California they got. And Tanaka, Mr. Tanaka, the Japanese guy.
Representing the great nation of Japan. Right?
Yeah, I remember him.
Hey, now I know that as a guy at your stature, I saw Peter talking about this, the respect in the peloton, and who do we look to? They use the word the patron. I mean, that's kind of you now at this point in your career.
One of the old guys.
You're the kind of guy that can organize a gruppetto or organize a group, right?
I prefer to organize the front group.
It's a little better. Yeah, you don't spend too much time in the gruppetto.
I don't spend too much time in it, but no, it's good. It's nice to be one of the older guys too. Oh, there normally in the yellow that would be Mr. Botsalz.
There's all right.
Yeah,
Mr. Bath Salts.
Mr.
Yeah.
That would be his normal, but Jens Vogt. Is he also here? No, it's a US guy. So look.
I don't think Jens moved to America either.
He was here several weeks ago, I think. I know. He has a Grand Fondo.
Yeah, it's certainly, there's some riders with personality in the peloton that stand out. I put you in that group, and Jens certainly in his time was a great ambassador for the sport and a friend of Zwift as well. Let's see, it looks like that U.S. military kit that we see rolling by.
Oh, is it a veteran?
Hey, so we have someone tweeting in right now, Lawrence, asking that while you're here, I guess it's a request more than a question, asking that you look out for our junior riders while you're here in the United States.
Yesterday I took already care of the guy from Herbalife.
Sam Cerruti. Exactly.
Okay.
There, I think you've already found there's a really strong cycling community in Santa Cruz, isn't there? A lot of really good people.
Yeah, I saw the bike shop, I saw the Giant shop, I went to Spokesman. They really helped me out already to hook me up with some rides. Actually, the U.S. National Under 23 National Cyclocross Champion is from Santa Cruz, Tobin.
Tobin Ortenblad is his name, exactly.
Yeah. I was supposed to ride with him, but he went to Belgium.
Yeah, he's in Zolder this week. Right? You'll see him around a lot, though, that's for sure. Right now, it really looks like this group is starting to come back together. Yeah. Well, can you feel it when they hit out on the front immediately?
Yeah, for sure. In the morning, like I said, I'm always on the chat to try them to ease up. But when I'm staying with Mr. Botsalz, I see him again here.
Yeah, he's a good wheel to be on, isn't he?
He's always here.
Hey, does it work that way in the peloton for you? Like at the Amgen Tour of California? Do you try to ride with guys?
Yeah, you always got some your place in the peloton where you like to be, and you see a lot of the same guys on the same spots. But next year with a different team will be a little different because the team is more close together. So I will be more close to the teammates instead of... Normally I like to stay in the back and watch everything and then go to the front when I think it's necessary. But now I got a different role, so I will be more with the team and tell them what to do.
And speaking of that, obviously sending out our thoughts to everybody involved in the accident. I saw you tweeting about that, and obviously the entire cycling community. One of the young men is an American on your team that was involved in the crash with the car there, and certainly I know that people are really pulling for Chad Haga and John Degenkolb and the whole crew that was caught up in that. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I must admit me and especially also my wife Tessa, we were really devastated when we heard the news on Saturday. I will never forget, because also this is one of the main reasons I come to California this year, because 10 days after the tour I was actually at the same accident, hit by a car. I never saw the car coming, and I broke my back. And then you start to think about, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still in one piece, but could have been a lot worse. And then I start to think, what do I want? 10 years ago, I want to achieve a lot in cycling, and I also want to travel with the kids. So then I decided, no, next year I'm going to travel, no matter what. And I'm really happy this team supports me to do it, like I do it now. Be more with the family, but still be competitive on the high level. Otherwise, I would have been racing.
Sure.
Domestic. But then you start to think how with the bike and compared to the car, you're nothing, you know. And I think it's really, we really have to take care of that with the pro peloton now, because too many crashes, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Your safety out there is our top priority, no question. So, Lawrence, here's a little detail for you on the Stage 3 finish. We're going to be starting in Thousand Oaks, which we have a ton of friends at the Amgen Tour of California that live in and around TO, and that's the home of Amgen. That's the start, and we're going to finish on Gibraltar. Tell me how this works for you. The last 10K of that climb, average at 8% gradient.
That's good, huh?
Those are the kind of numbers you can work with.
That's what I like. So,
in a dream world for you, Lawrence, if I'm going to keep it at 10K, what would you really, really like to see? As steep as 12, 13% for that? That's
that would be
ridiculous.
Good. Yeah.
But the harder, the better for you.
Yeah, I'm a climber, and I like on the steep parts. For me, it's more easy to drop the others. So, I hope to be in good shape. Last race will be in March then, but still I've been on altitude in Truckee simulating races uphill. Hope the shape is good and hope to rock and roll there. So I think that's a stage really suiting me.
I would think so too. How close is it you can't simulate altitude, but you really can simulate competition with Zwift, can't you?
Yeah. Just try the Mike McCarthy mode. No.
We actually, a lot of people talking about it here at Zwift headquarters here today in Long Beach. And one of the things that came up was, even when you decide to go out and just do, for us regular mortal human beings, when you decide to go out and do just half an hour of easy riding, well, as soon as you see good old Mr. Bath Salts pass you, all of a sudden you're back in chase mode again. You can't get rid of the competition element of being a professional cyclist, can you?
No. In the morning rides, actually you want to do easy pace. It's before breakfast. So and then at the end you end up racing last half a lap again. So it's competitive, but that's what you like about cycling. That's how you started it,
Sure.
And it's not has to be structured all the way always. It needs to be fun too.
Some of our friends were asking, so when Lawrence ten Dam has a very good morning on Zwift, and let's say he decides to do an extra half hour before breakfast, what luxury do you allow yourself? Extra pancake?
Extra maple. So that's about it, I think.
All right, Lawrence, we're halfway through the ride right now.
Cool.
This is our let's go. Let's attack.
Let's go. I don't
know. Easy, Charlie saying easy.
I do. That's what a lot of mistakes the people on the group rides make. When they're with me in the morning, we always race the last half lap, and they attack too soon.
That is probably one of the things that's the hardest to get through to a junior rider. Patience, right?
You need to be patient, and same on Zwift, because draft really helps. And just stay in the wheels on the small bumps to the finish, and then try to sprint.
It's funny, I was going to ask you, are there any tricks to riding Zwift? But they're not. It's exactly the same as riding on the road. The same staying in the wheel, being patient, finding a good group that wants to work together, right?
Actually, it's really the same as riding on the road with the group. So no, I like it. It's really the draft, and also in 10th place you got more draft than in second place and things like that. It's really almost the same.
Had some friends telling me that they've missed turns before. Has it happened to you?
It's making it a little bit more difficult, you know.
It can happen to the best of us.
Before it was just a mountain loop, and now first group ride with the new parcours was also I was like, what is happening now? And when you're not used to it, but once you're used to it, it's really easy. And we told before, I think we do the flat loop, so basically it's just the left to left always. And look, I'm in the middle, right in the middle.
Yeah, this group is definitely sorted out. Have you ever run across a friend from Holland on Zwift?
Oh yeah,
it happens.
A lot of the time the Dutch are there, but in the morning rides it was always too early for them. So it's more when I do maybe sometimes I do a leisurely ride afternoon or things like that, and then I bump into friends.
You know, Lawrence, we're going to have, do you know Bath Salt's real name?
No,
right, okay.
no.
We're going to have to reach out to that guy.
I need to know who it is.
Yeah, and
I know he's 90 kilos, he told me.
He's 90 kilos.
Yeah, that's why he's good on the flat today, you know. It's not the hilly ride. I think he's loving it.
Well, the Amgen Tour of California has always been just such a tremendous event for the racers, for the spectators, and I am going to personally invite Mr. Bath Salts to come down and join us at the Amgen Tour.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great? Let's get him to stage 3,
good.
Get him up on Gibraltar. He can
that
cheer
would be good. I think he's racing himself. He told me he's Cat 5 racer, and now after one winter of Zwift, he will try to do Cat 2 next year. So I'm curious to his results.
We're going to have to follow along with that one. I'll see you throughout the year. We'll stay in touch. All right, we're going back through now the water tunnel.
Yeah, we're in the tunnel.
This looks like something they would engineer in Holland to me. You know, this doesn't look like a U.S. kind of tunnel. That looks Dutch engineering.
Yeah, it's
high level.
It's high level, but it's like the Monterey Bay Aquarium, right? So
have you had the chance to go there?
Yeah, we've been there. It's nice for the kids.
You are going to love this then. The finish of stage 4 for the Amgen Tour this year is going to be on Laguna Seca, on the racetrack. Yeah.
I need to be there before for Ciotta, right?
Good. Yeah, I think you and I should take a trip and go and recon and hang out in Monterey and go check out the racetrack.
I think I want to do Ciotta Classic, so maybe I do the mountain bike race over there.
That'd be perfect. It really would. They race out there on a course in Fort Ord. It's beautiful, and you see bobcats and otters.
It will be good.
Have you had any interesting run-ins with animals out there?
I saw like 2 years ago. I did the dead ride in Maryville. Mm-hmm. Myself, totally alone, and I ran into 2 bears, and it was
2 bears. Really?
First bear was after 1 hour. Was okay.
Hey, they only call it a death ride because it's hard, Lawrence. Not because right.
I was crazy. Last half an hour, I was totally dehydrated, and I was rolling down Maryville downhill, and I was not looking bright anymore. And suddenly, maybe 20 yards in front of me, a bear passed me with something with like a salmon or something in there, and I was so scared. But lucky he was also scared.
Good. The Native Americans call that a vision quest. I think for you out there. All right. So once again,
I got my Ngamba friends with me. You see?
Yeah. Maybe that's Drow.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So
he's lazy.
He's too lazy. So we really do want to thank everyone for joining us, and for all of you that are riding today. Once again, you can, if you can find someone to get on Twitter, use hashtag AskLTD, or just use your built-in messaging here with Zwift, and we'll get a question over to Lawrence. All right, so it looks like we're just hitting this dirt section here.
Oh man, we go fast.
There's a few different races in the U.S. where they end up. There's a great race called the Chico Stage Race up in Northern California. I don't know. Can World Tour riders do the Chico Stage?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But
so that's why I do a lot of mountain biking. So
perfect, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Best training tip.
Best training tip, Lawrence.
They asked me.
Oh, and actually,
I would type like. You know Nicky Terpstra?
Yeah.
His training schedule is a lot, long rides, fast rides, and a lot.
So it's that easy. So break it down. It's long rides, fast rides,
and a lot of those.
He should be a coach.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, someone's asking, did you ever race any cyclocross?
No, never did cycling cross. So I did some track racing when I was junior, but I'm from a part of Holland where track is more popular than cyclocross. So that's why I'm more on a track guy. But I like the mountain bike this year. Maybe a switch of career. You never know.
Well, I mean, you never do know, do you? I mean, like, is it a 2020 Olympic mountain bike effort? That's not out of the question, is it?
No.
Yeah.
You never know. But now, for sure, I'm a roadie still. But
what is the result that you've had? And I was talking earlier about the fact that Lawrence has been in the top 10 at the Tour de France, the Vuelta, Tour of California. What's the result that maybe most of us don't recognize that you're really proud of? Anything when you were a U23? Because
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I did two of Omloop het Nieuwsblad, and I was still 15k to go. I was in the front group together with Gilbert, and I'm really proud on that one. The same year, 2007,
what
I did
team were you riding
Unibet.
for?
And the same year in Tour of Flanders, I was still the Muur. I was in the first group, so that was really nice to be there.
Did you come up and race the Tour of Ireland when you were on Unibet?
No. That was when Stein won.
Stein Vandenberg won,
Yeah, he
right?
won it. Yeah, I remember, but I was not there.
I know that when you speak about crossover, Sven Nys made a run at mountain bike. I'd really like to see you do it. I mean, that's
I
5
should do
years
it.
ago, or 5 years from now, I should say.
Maybe I should do some marathons and Cape Epic, like I see Leadville, all those races I would like to do, and I think it's really nice because I still enjoy riding the bike a lot. It's not that I don't like the bike anymore, except for the danger what's coming up now in road racing is not so.
Well, one of the things I think the cycling public really appreciates about you, Lawrence, is that you're also an outdoorsman, an adventurer. There's a lot more to you than just being a pro bike racer. And I got to think that a guy like you, Africa is a really interesting
so
continent.
then maybe Cape Epic would be a good one to do.
Or maybe we get you on a buffalo bike and have you ride across the continent.
That would be good.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm trying to figure out, Lawrence, it's hard to follow along here. It's not like the Amgen Tour of California. We got riders all over the place. Now,
we got 1,000 riders on the parcours today.
This is amazing. It really is. And we have, for one of the people joining us, and we're going to select that winner after the ride is over today and let you know tomorrow who's going to win our Amgen Tour of California signed jersey from Peter Sagan.
Okay. Who's going to win it?
I don't know. I want to know who's going to win in 2016.
The Tour of California?
Yeah. I have a feeling his initials might be LTD.
I hope so, yeah. That would be... then I would be really happy, yeah. And I think I would stay in Sacramento Sunday night, partying all night long.
Can I join you?
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
We have a big barbecue and have some IPAs, and it will be really nice.
I do want to note that Giant-Alpecin, your new team, has given you a really unique opportunity this year, haven't they? Coming and spending a lot more time with your family.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And also, to be honest, like, for example, the other Americans on the team, they're like, fuck, you got more US time than I have this year.
Yeah.
And it's really nice.
And I think the lesson there is, well, you guys keep working hard and keep punching in for work every day on time, and maybe in a few years you can write your ticket that, right?
That's true. I earned it, the last years.
Hey, recovery is a big part of the whole thing. I know that they always say, I've never quite signed off on this one, Lawrence, but the Tour de France is won off the bike as much as it is on the bike. I think it's won on the bike. But,
I think too.
but what is your best recovery tip for people?
I must admit, I eat as soon as possible as I come home.
Is that why I see
shower
you guys?
and I eat at home? And
I mean, I remember seeing you like getting ready to go on the podium, eating a bowl of rice. So it's pretty normal.
Like that. Yeah, actually, to be honest, when I train, before I leave, I read the book of Boardman, and I already prepared a recovery meal, or I know what I'm going to have as a recovery meal. So maybe I boil some rice already with breakfast, and just eat it after the ride, and some veggies, some proteins, and I love to have that ready.
Thanks for your effort out here today, Lawrence. How much have you ridden already today?
Today was the easy day. Yesterday I did 5. Tomorrow I will host I will be joining former pro. I think you know him. I don't know him. Rudy Napolitano or something.
Yeah, sure.
He will show me the Santa Monica Mountains for 6 hours. And then the day after I do 4 and I drive back to Santa Cruz. And then a new training block is done. So I was happy with the training yesterday, to be honest. And today we had a nice gentle stroll in the morning, Venice Beach, to watch with the kids. And now I do this.
You're going to find
it's a good rest day today.
I think, Lawrence, that in the era that we live in now with the internet, it is amazing how many people are able to reach out to you and like talking about Sam the other day. I mean, the people are going to be coming out of the woodwork for you. I hope you don't mind.
No, but it's crazy. It's nice. But also Zwift is something like that. Like I say, every morning I was riding with 35 people, fans. And people would like to join me on the morning rides. And like you say, I don't know Mr. Botzels, but you get a connection, and I was really proud when I saw him winning my last group ride. And I will start them from February in the morning again. Depends on the time of wake up. Now.
Oh boy! Now this one, I'm going to be really interested in your answer to this one. And now, how old are you now, Lawrence?
I'm 35.
Okay. They're asking, do you have any advice for riders over 50?
Over 50. Now, I saw some really fit guys over here on the office who were still riding their bikes and having fun. That's the most, I don't know if they're over 50, but they were at least close to 50, like Mark and Mike. And we did a nice bike ride in Mill Valley a few months ago when I was here on holiday. And we had fun, and that's the most important thing, I think. And I think you have to ride regularly. And that's why this is really nice, because it takes a lot less time in a busy schedule. You just hop on for 1 hour. You don't have to clean the bike, and you've done your workout.
Well, I was thinking about here in the United States, Lawrence, and it's even worse in Holland. When you get into the middle of the winter, the sun comes up, in Rotterdam, the sun comes up at 8:30 and sets at 4 o'clock, right?
That's the thing, and here you... Like I say, that's why I also really like my morning routine, because I do.
It can be dark.
In between 7 and 8, I'm already training. Then I do some stretches, and then at 9:30, after breakfast, I leave outside. So for me, it's a really good training tool to do.
You know what else I love about that is that you get to hang out with the kids too.
Yeah.
Even if you're not holding them, you're around, you're talking to them. Their dad is there. That's awesome, Lawrence.
My oldest one is 3 years old. He's always next to me watching and asking me why I don't win the morning races. And then I have to explain the others are already awake a long time and had some food already, and Daddy doesn't want to go that fast. But it's really nice. They love it.
And I'm with them. But do your kids think that you're the greatest cyclist in the world?
I don't know. He says, because I'm a climber, and my oldest, I think Grandpa taught him, sprinters always win. He said, and you're a climber, so you never win.
That's a tough one. Hey, Lawrence, when I was a kid, so I'm actually 50 with that age group, and when I was a kid, I remember that the magic number was, well, I'll put it in metric, 100 kilometers per hour was about the fastest that you could descend on a bike down a road. But these days, with the bikes being more aerodynamic and you guys being more aerodynamic, the wheels, how fast is the fastest that you've ever gone on a bike?
I was in the Tour 2014, the downhill of the Isoar. They count me on 116 kilometers an hour, so you have to do the miles. It will be like 70.
You're looking at 70 miles an hour. Yeah.
It was
I've owned cars that couldn't go that fast. So, what kind of a car? What kind of a car guy are you at home in Holland?
In Holland, I drove always a Chevy van,
like an econo van, kind of. I guess that's a Ford, isn't it?
Just a Chevy van G20, I think.
Regular van.
Yeah, just a regular van. I made a small mobile home, like a small bed, and now I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and here I still have to buy a car.
So at what point in your life, Lawrence, did you realize that you like America? There's something about America that...
I think honeymoon, 2008, we went to New York, and it was really nice.
But as a kid, it wasn't really a thing?
No, not really. I never been there, and but then once I've been there and I felt the nice people, the atmosphere, I just like it. Like you say, the big cars, the food, the Mexican food, but also... Like yesterday, we stopped at the barbecue restaurant, during the road trip from Santa Cruz here, and the kids loved it, and it's just nice. And Easy.
If you were to open up a barbecue place in Holland, would it do?
I would do a food
business?
truck. Yeah, I would do a food truck. I'm planning on that. You know, food truck, big barbecue, and behind and to sell some pulled pork, to get the Dutch to pulled pork. You know.
I want to invest in this, and then we could also do a burrito truck too.
And,
a lot of money to be made. All right, so Lawrence is wearing his Ngamba kit. He's actually, right in the middle of our screen right now. Yeah, going into the tunnel, the mini tunnel here. And looks like you're getting to work at this point.
Going down.
We stay pretty consistently in the mid-200s as far as our wattage goes, Lawrence, at 251 right now as we're moving into the final third of this race. You know, I was thinking, Lawrence, last 5 minutes, let's blow this thing up. Let's just put it into the stratosphere.
Are the guys attacking?
I don't know. I think we should keep it slow for now.
Everyone wants to keep it mellow.
This is them going hard now.
Yeah, I'd say probably 95% of us are on the rivet, absolutely, right now as we take a look at the...
There's still some guys in front, but no worries. We'll stay with this. Where's Mr. Botzels?
They've already...
Mr. Tanaka is always there, you see? The Japanese. 2 places behind.
What we really need is bath salts to come up and start working with you here.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, we need a good, reliable wheel to get on. This is my favorite part of the course, actually.
I like the climbs, but we don't do them today.
Yeah, we decided to go with the flat route to make it a little mellower for people. We're here at Zwift headquarters in Long Beach, California. Is this an impressive headquarters, Lawrence?
If you have the view, you see the view. It's crazy. It's really nice to be here. And
so Lawrence has been spending most of his time here today with the engineers trying to convince them to make every Zwift route a never-ending climb.
No, right? Alpe d'Huez.
Alpe d'Huez, right. But Alpe d'Huez with 2,000 switchbacks.
Yeah, it will be crazy. No, it's nice like this, and I really love like this. I like the rhythm of the climbing course. You know, in the morning rides. I do the climb, and then you can draft in a downhill and try to stay on the 200 watts, and then on the climb you push like 300 watts and start to sweat a little bit for 2 minutes, and if you do 3-4 laps like that, you have a great morning workout.
No problem in mixing up the day. If you're doing it, obviously splitting your day into 2 training sessions.
Yeah, but this was just like extra.
Extra, right. I think that's what separates the good from the great, to tell you the truth, is the extra. What is going on here now? Got some riders coming
light
up.
stuff. I don't know. I never used the...
You don't use the feather?
No, right. I never used the feather on the truck.
I don't think there's a default in the Zwift software that doesn't allow World Tour riders to use the feather. We felt you already are a feather. Right. Yeah, Mr. Tanaka has been with you for a bit
Mr.
today,
Botzels, he's
back.
He's in my wheel.
I tell you what.
Came back to my wheel.
I'm not kidding. Mr. Bath Salts, we cannot wait to see you at the Amgen Tour of California this year.
It's the big guy. He's 90 kilos. He's
90 kilos. There we go. Now that is one of the things that I have loved about the Amgen Tour of California through the years, is how it really is a rolling celebration of cycling. Yeah. Every town we go to, it's amazing.
Nice. It's really nice, and that's why I like my kids to be here this year and to get Jens into cycling. Because right now, this morning I'm finished, he was more into skateboarding.
Hey, he's in California.
He's going to be a California kid.
Yeah, no doubt.
Skateboarding, surfing, he likes all those things.
Dogtown is not all that far away from here.
What's that?
The Dogtown and Z-Boys was a movie. You'll have to watch it. It's a documentary that talks about the very early years, like when they were making the first skateboards. All right, and we are on our final lap now. So, one to go.
I need to go fast?
Yeah, I think we're going to still...
Mr. Botzels.
Charlie's tranquilo.
He knows, he's in the wheel now.
Yep.
He knows.
Looks, Mr. Bathstalks has a hairstyle similar to mine, I think.
It's him.
Aerodynamic.
The big guy, 90 kilos.
It's like a team behind you.
And we got a whole big group coming together now behind Lawrence is... Oh, Lawrence, We had someone at the beginning of the show asking, what is the English translation for Laurens ten Dam? And the answer was Laurens ten Dam.
Yeah, it's
right?
like
There's
it's like the dam, like the Hooven Dam or something
Okay,
like that.
there we go.
I don't know. So,
All right, so making our way along the
normally at
marina.
this left corner we start the race to the finish. It's like 2 miles to
Right.
go, I think, something like that.
You heard it. So that left, we will give you a heads up. It's coming up pretty quickly here as we make our way over the boardwalk. That's always going to remind me of Avila or Pismo Beach. Some great stops along the way at the Amgen Tour. I can't tell you, Lawrence, how excited I am for this year's race. It's going to
I
be a
think so.
great course.
I'm also looking forward to the South Lake Towle stage.
But you know, the other day that I was
I
looking
need
at,
to recognize it.
you got there's another day too, Santa Rosa on Saturday. That's a day that's got
Saturday.
Laurens ten Dam written all over
yeah?
it as well.
Is it hilly?
Very hilly. It's
Right.
actually the route that Levi Lightbinders used for the Grand Fondo up there. It's not exactly
I know
it,
that, but I've been in the first stage there. I remember 2012, I think. We started over there.
definitely a different route than what
Okay,
you
then
saw
it
in
was
12.
flat.
Yep.
Then no one other than Peter Sagan won the race, of course. I remember was his first of 5. So
You're in an interesting position, aren't you? When you're always up there in the top 10 for GC, there's not a lot of room for stage wins.
no,
out
they
there, is
know
there?
me, you know. And
They watch you.
They watch me.
Yeah.
But, I don't mind. It's part of the deal, you know. That's why. It's also good that they watch you because then you're a good rider. And,
Exactly. There's a reason why marked men are marked men in this sport.
Yeah.
Hey, and once again, thank you to everyone for joining us. We're hearing that more than 400 people have participated in the ride today. So we're going to pick up the pace at the top of the hill, so right near the finish. So, and Lawrence, if you
We'll
can't
type
see him
that.
right now, Lawrence just got a big Cheshire cat grin on his face here. They use terms, Lawrence, like the pain cave
The pain
or
cave,
the
yeah.
hurt locker. Is there a Dutch version of that when you're in the box?
The pain car, yeah, when you're in the zone or something
Yeah.
like that. You mean, we say afzien. It's like suffering, you know.
It's
in
suffering
suffer
place.
mode,
Yeah, suffer mode. Yeah.
So we go left. From there's the race on.
That was my right arm. Right on.
All right, we're just tempering it
Is it-
back
is
just
this
a
the-
bit.
Is this the first group still? Or,
I think you're in the
are there
first
some
group.
guys
yeah.
attacking already?
Yeah, it's the final lap.
Because you got some guys attack. So Mr. Batsals did make it to the first group again, huh? You see,
We're
he's going
looking
good.
for him right now.
He's there for sure.
He's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will outsprint the guys. Mark my words.
Oof. You can see it's getting a little ragged out there right now.
Oh, stage group behind leader group. Fuck, we need to.
Keep going, keep going.
Where's the leader group then?
So they're saying now you're in a substantial chase group.
Yeah,
I would say
so-
that's a substantial group for
So
sure.
short.
It really is
That's,
cool to know that all of the engineers
let's
and
hear it then a little
graphics
bit.
people and designers are in the building with us right now, getting to watch over Lauren's shoulder. You guys have done an amazing job at Zwift of creating. You know, Lawrence, in your cycling career, there have been changes: disc brakes, carbon wheels.
Yeah, a lot of changes.
A lot of changes.
You know, suddenly you have empty batteries while training and things like that. It's not the legs, but the battery, you know.
But this has certainly been a change, hasn't it, in your
but
career?
this is-
Talking about Zwift.
Talking about Zwift is being changed, and also it's a nice way to connect to the fans. You know, which other sport you can play together with 400 people?
I can't think of one.
You know,
I
with-
really
with
can't.
the real
Yeah.
pros, and of course you can say a little bit about the tempo is a little bit too fast maybe today, but hey, that's why we are pros.
Right, exactly. And you know, the other thing I'd add to that, Lawrence, is in the Zwift world, that's true. And you guys, the professional peloton, do such a great job at the Amgen Tour of California being available to meet fans.
Yeah, it's nice.
I
But
love
also
the sign
fans are
in.
nice, you know. I love to sign in at Pismo Beach every year again, because then we get the $10 from the kids, you know. And
That was awesome,
yeah,
wasn't
it's
it?
really, it's always every single year. It's great to be in Pismo.
You know what
Just
I loved
because of
about
that.
those sand dollars was the kids. Lawrence was talking about the start in Pismo a couple of years ago, where a bunch of elementary school students created sand dollars and they put glitter on them. Then everybody kept theirs, as far as I know. I kept mine, and Brad Soner kept his. But when you got home, your suitcase was filled with the glitter. Right.
Glitter,
Everybody wondered what you did.
And last year we got also something. I don't remember exactly what, but.
But the
Those
host
kids are the
communities
best.
along the way at the Amgen Tour have always been just amazing. All right, I know you got some work to do here because you can see it's
we can
getting
see
down to
it's-
crunch time, Lawrence.
That's out. Where's Mr. Botzels? He's attacking already.
People attack that hill.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
they
You can
attack
see
it
guys
always.
galloping out there right now as we really notch up a level here coming up and over the top of this climb. Lawrence really starting to motor here now. All right. This is it, moving into the business end of this awesome hour of riding here today with Lawrence.
He attacked. He's 8 seconds in front already.
Bath Salts is gone! Bath Salts is gone! He's up the road! This is it! The chase is on as we now are galloping our way to the finish line, and Tendam is in trouble! Tendam is in trouble! He's taking on water like the Titanic right now!
He's in arrow.
Actually, Lawrence is doing very well as he digs in here. This man, no doubt about it, is a human wattage cottage right now here at the Zwift
We're on the
headquarters.
wheel again. You see it too.
You got him. Second.
All right, now the dig begins as, all right, hammer and tongs, Lawrence, as this is it. We're banging this one out. Lawrence Tendam up, well, for a moment they're up over 400 watts.
He just came in with some posts on him.
And, all right, where's Bath Salts? There he is.
Oh, wait, we got to finish his,
All right, so Bath Salts right in this
Yeah,
group
I'm
right
aware,
now
I'm
with
aware.
Tendam.
He will sprint.
Clearly, he's got Lawrence very nervous right now.
I will make him
He's
sprint.
going to sprint at the end. He's holding him for this turn.
Make him. He will be
Okay,
proud.
so we are at 500 meters. Oh, excuse me. That is not correct. A little more than that to go
1K,
here right
something
now.
like 1K. It starts to count from this corner.
I love watching the gradient changes. Here we go, starting to ramp it up right now. If you're looking up, well, if you're looking up in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see we're on a little bit of a descent right now.
Yeah, bomb.
Coming into the finish.
And now, here we go, coming into the finish. Once again, a big thank you to everybody joining us here today on Watopia, all the folks at Zwift. Really appreciate it. And Lawrence, thank you so much for coming by. But this is it. It's time to take care of business as we crack the whip up on the front right now. Lawrence Tendam getting pitch start in this group, and now look at this. The head is down. The eyes are clear, and the heart is opening up as Lawrence Tendam now is going nuts. Look at this. Williams poking Tendam here into the finale. Wow.
Oh, look at that weaving. Great handling.
All right. Well, it doesn't get better than that. Lawrence, thank you very, very much for coming by here today. And we've already got the team at Zwift working on selecting one lucky rider today.
Well,
to
okay,
res-
rider. Okay, good.
What's that, Lawrence?
I don't know. I would say Mr. Botzels, but he's my friend. I don't know him.
The good folks at Amgen Tour of California are
He's
going to
just
definitely
taking
look
you
out for Mr. Bath Salts out there this year. So he's going to come up like, yeah, I'm Mr. Bath Salts. Where are my VIP passes?
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, so hey, Lawrence, thank you very, very much, and good luck out there this year, not only at the Amgen Tour of California. We're going to look forward to seeing you have a fantastic season. And to all the good folks here at Zwift, keep up the great work. You are changing the world right now. So I'm Dave Towle. For all of our friends at Zwift and the Amgen Tour of California, I'd like to say thank you and have a great ride.
I like the wattage cottage. The wattage cottage one, that was a nice one, yeah.
That was a fast hour.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Maybe you want some water, or you can, okay.
Very, very good. Great, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is that the way you did when you got on there?
Yeah, that's super fun.